supposed.
Revamp it.
Then they come back, okay, do a little work to it, sell it again for another $100,000. The bank just started making money. And all that 30 that the first person lost, it just was a profit to the bank. Now they're selling it to somebody else. It's not new. You're covering up mold. You're covering up all kind of bullshit that you can't see.
Inferior material.
That is packed on with layers and layers, you know. And it's a mass Babylon all the way. Babylon all
and it really goes back to these. You want to say something?
I'm just gonna say that it's not worth $100,000 anymore. Now it's worth $250,000.
You jump the prices up.
People like that's just the way it is. You know, black woman will tell you that's just the way it is. That's how people did. Well, it's just the way it is. No. That's not. It's not logic.
This world, if they ain't told you by now, man, this world is a big scam, man. Everything is a damn scam, man.
It's fraud, man. That's why Esau gonna be some of our biggest supporters, man. They gonna hate it, man. Cause we exposing this world, man. And Esau knows, man. These Edomites, they know. Jake is simple. That's why Jake is gonna be some of our biggest opposition to this ministry. Love it. Esau ain't gonna be no man. Esau knows that this is a big scam, man. These Edomites, they're being scammed as we speak. They know that their second mortgage on their house is a scam. APR and all those different. They know.
That's why they scam. They the ones like even these everyday regular Joe Blow Edomites. That's why they actually know how to evade taxes and all that stuff, man. But they actually it's value in education. You know, it's value in knowing the system, so you can actually play the system. You know, because you can play the system too.
Yeah, because really all these illegal laws like money laundering, tax evasion, like you said, Ponzi schemes. Esau was the first one doing that shit. He just coined it and put it on somebody else because they got the drop on it. You know, like a Ponzi scheme. That ain't nothing but some old style Edomite shit right there, man. Money laundering, taking illegal money. Fractional banking. What they call it? Loan sharking. That's it's mountable interest rates on certain things they know that you can't pay back. Esau will give you $500 and then he won't goddamn $3,000 back off of that. That's loan sharking, man. He knowing damn well that that's interest in the scriptures, usury. You're not supposed to put usury on your neighbor. But Esau does that unto us because he's unrighteous. I got a quick precept. Anybody?
Yeah, go ahead.
1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
For your miseries that shall come upon you, because hey, here it is. You know, you've been living it up. You know, like brothers can find it. I can't remember what it is, but basically goes to receiving the consultation. You know, because all these people, they've been living it up. If you've been rich and just living it up, then really you got your prize already. You know, keep going. You read from the top of it.
Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments moth-eaten. And that's even going into the U.S. Currency, man. Because the money that we have today is not worth anything. It's constantly getting devalued by the second. Like back in Rome, which James lived in the time of Rome, the denarius was being devalued. You know, every year by year, so to speak. Every Caesar that came into power, they kept devaluing it, and it came to the point where it wasn't even 100% silver or 100% gold, whatever type of exchanges. Same thing with the U.S. Currency. You know, like nickel. Back in the day, nickel was actually 100% nickel. Now it's mixed with copper. You know, now all these different like pennies are basically worthless. It ain't even no point in to keep pennies nowadays.
The treasury actually loses money making the penny. It costs us like 2 cents to make a penny. That's how backwards this place is. That to print your own currency, you lose money to print your own currency.
You wonder why you in debt.
I wonder why you in debt.
I got this.
I got a little bit more on that. It says your riches are corrupted and your garments moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers which have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, which is the Lord of armies. Because it says that the hire of the laborers which have reaped down your fields, which the hire of the laborers is us. Yep. We're the ones that's reaping. We're the ones working, tilling, like these different, maintaining like these major establishments, these major buildings. Majority of these things was created by Jake. The White House itself was the blueprint of the White House was structured by so-called black men. Yep. Majority of these different inventions, the revolution, the industrial revolution, when all those industry manufacturing goods was being created, a lot of these manufacturing plants was the blueprint of how to actually establish these different assembly lines and structure these different computer systems. It was so-called black men that actually created those, man. You know?
And all that kind of stuff. The
TV, peanuts,
operations of it, like the brains. Hey, Jake was the brains behind the operation, man. You know, and Esau was constantly exploiting their knowledge, exploiting their engineering.
Yeah,
you know,
you watched that on an episode of the Boondocks where I forget what it was. One nigga basically he had a script, but he was in slavery. You know, he was like, man, it's a good script, you know, and the dude was basically like, you know, this is a good ass script, but he was like, slaves ain't supposed to be writing though, you know, writing or reading, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, Esau, he knows that you have a lot of power. He knows that you're versatile. He knows that you're innovative, especially back in that day. Really, Jake don't have that talent now, but at the end of the day, he knows, like especially back then, you know, you couldn't patent nothing. You couldn't actually get rights. You know, because what? You're a slave. Property can't own property. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times when you have Jake, back in slavery, they used to be torn all over different states of the United States. Jake would make millions, you know, millions of dollars, but they couldn't keep anything. You know, like even back in Rome, you had the Colosseums. You had all these great gladiators, these different, like Spartacus, Crixus, these different warriors that used to go in those gladiatorial rings, and they would generate billions, you know, of dollars off of those gladiatorial rings. Them things would be, they still, you know, the Colosseum is still up to this day.
Yeah.
And they big as hell, man. It would be individuals from North Africa all throughout Asia, the Asiatic lands that would just come to Rome for those gladiator fights. But was those gladiators making any money? Hell no.
Slaves.
They were slaves, you know?
That movie Gladiator. Yes, it's a good movie to watch. Oh, it's real good. Yeah, it's long, real good.
Yeah, it's long, yeah.
But you know, you think about even in professional sports today, man,
someone look at
these teams is making outrageous some money off of these players. Like college is, hey, you know, South Park, there's an episode on South Park that show you that. And when Cartman was trying to make the league, and he went to the Wake Forest or one of them colleges, and he was like, how do you get around this clause? And he was like, oh, they're student athletes. He had the Mr. Colonel. Yeah. You know, the whole slave garb on. That's how they make their money.
College athletes are the biggest slaves too. Yeah. Student athletes, basically slave athletes.
Doing everything for free.
They can't, doing everything for free. You got that word?
Yeah, exploit. This is exploitation. The action or fact of treating someone unfairly in order to benefit from their work.
That's right.
Plagiarizing.
Yep. In order to benefit from their work, and that's you got to give this devil props sometimes, man, because he knows how to exploit the hell out of a nigga, man.
Oh yeah. The thief coming not, but to steal, kill, and destroy.
Yep.
He stole our nationality. Yep. Now he getting billions of dollars sent to him from the Holocaust, which that never happened. You know, they claimed they was gonna give us what 40 acres and a mule. What the hell happened to that? Instead, he gave niggas ghettos and goddamn Newports, man. Yep. But that's how the devil gets down. Like the brother was speaking about the plagiarism. A lot of these different artists, you'll see these white people. They have great content, you know. But at the end of the day, a lot of that material that they actually, actually vocalizing, they stole. That's why you have something known, of course, everybody knows is ghostwriters. A lot of those ghostwriters, those white groups that actually, sung a lot of that music. A lot of times they had ghostwriters and individuals that actually wrote that content, but they didn't want them on the podium actually singing it. Because a lot of times they didn't want to accept a nigga. You know, they didn't want to accept a Latino or a Native American to sing that song. Let's get a white face, you know, with a nice suit to actually sing this song, you know?
That's it.
Hey, look what's happening with Chris Brown, man. He's trying to get his masters back, and now Esau's basically setting him up with this whole rape thing, man. Because these artists, man, they basically don't own they publishing rights, man. They don't own publishing rights to these songs, man. Yeah. That's the same thing that happened with Prince and Michael Jackson.
And don't even get me started about the music industry.
That's
a whole nother discussion, man.
It's gonna be a camp till 12 o'clock.
The rest of the day.
That music industry, man. You know,
witchcraft, man.
It's Exodus chapter 1, verse 13.
Yeah.
And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, in mortar and in brick, and in all manner of service in the field.
That's right. Yeah. So the Egyptians made them to what? To serve with rigor, man. Meaning hard work, man. The Egyptians basically had their ass in slavery, man. You know, building up the pyramids. In the scriptures, they call it treasure cities.
Yeah, put them in Ramses.
You know, all these different things. But basically you had a ruling empire that basically was benefiting off the backs of the Israelites, man. Right. And every empire was built off the backs of the Israelites, man. You know, built off of slave labor.
And you see, gotta cut you off. They had this one video back in the day. It was like slaves. They had a little kid. It was like slaves built the pyramid. You know, they were basically part, and they said slaves built the Pantheon, and they was talking about slaves built, you know, all these different things, and they were like, "Thank you, slave." But you know, that's them basically making mockery out of Jake, man. You know.
Jacob say today, you hear an old person like, man, they working me like a Hebrew slave, nigga, because you
are a Hebrew slave, and that be the spirit too, because Jake be saying that, not even knowing you ain't even slave. Hey, you know that lady, the lady that was working at the museum, she was like, please, Trump, please. Hey, she was like pleading to go back into slavery. She was
definitely in Exodus when we left.
Right.
Man. She was
like,
definitely
please,
one of the ones
she was like, please let us go back to work, Trump, please. Basically, like she was damn, you know, just praying to go back into slavery. So she might as well, please put me back to work. Please put me back in the field. You know,
niggas was protesting the whole signs. We want to work.
We want to work. Hey, it's great. Hey, but that you know, we laughing, but it's serious. You know, our people. Someone get that. They trust in oppression. Yeah. Yep. But finish up on that. Read up. 14.
Exodus 1 and 14. And they made their lives better with hard bondage, in mortar and in brick, and in all manner of service in the field.
In all manner of service in the field. So, hey, they were oppressing the people. All right, they were basically exploiting the Israelites, man. You know, and Jake was you know, they were just conditioned to accept it, man. You know, that's why they kept doing it. That they just kept, you know, being slaves, and then when you read on, it says what? It says they started to multiply. So the Egyptians was basically saying, hey, well, look, we got to do something because they're getting too powerful. They're getting too they're starting to outnumber us. You know, that's what it says. I think. Keep going.
It says it says all their service. It says wherein they made them serve was with rigor.
That's right. So it was tough work, man. Tough bondage, man. You know, not these little, cause, you know, we think these little jobs are hard. These jobs nowadays are easy, man.
Jobs easy.
You know, sit at a desk or you know, Uber, sit in your car, driving your car, but yeah, making cupcakes and brownies and shit. You know, but you know, in Egypt, man, it was hard, rigorous work, man. You know, field work. You know, during the time of American slavery. Field work, man. You know,
Sun up to sundown.
Sun up to sundown, until basically what Esau does is he'll have you build the whole thing up, and then once he doesn't really need you, he's just gonna, you know, cover it up and make it a different type of slavery.
Yeah, dismiss it. Yeah, that's why a lot of these companies, file bankruptcy, man. They file with chapter chapter 7,
11, and 13.
Yeah, chapter 7, 11, and 13.
Yep.
And then what they'll do, they'll compromise all their goods. You know, they'll basically kick your ass out. You give you a little year of unemployment, man. Give you a fucking $300 check every week, man. Here it is, they done made millions off of you.
That corporation already made their money, and they're not mad. They're not mad. Yeah, oh damn, my company went down. Nah, because they already made their millions.
Yeah,
You know, got in and got out.
Yeah, they just basically shut down one corporation, and because of the way that Esau has his laws set up for corporations, when you set up, you know, whether it's a LLC or a corporation, then basically you have so much protection that the person that owns the company, he ain't taking no losses. He's hidden behind all the wicked paperwork.
Yep. You got a preset?
Yeah, I had a precept. I had the Isaiah 30 you actually.
Okay, yeah.
This is Isaiah 30 and 12, and it says, "Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression." And you know what's heavy is the word in the sidebar for oppression is fraud.
Damn. Hey. Because we're telling you that this whole system is what? Fraudulent. Right. And you have our people that are trusting in this fraud system, man. Here it is. We're telling you that you're being scammed. We're telling you that Esau is basically taking advantage of you in every type of way, every type of aspect of livelihood, and people are trusting in it. They're like, damn, put me back to work.
Our people are like basically like if you go to a carnival or a fair, and they had to like shoot your shot and win a prize.
Yeah.
And the rim be smaller than the ball and shit.
Yeah.
Here it is. We trying to tell our people, bro, the rim is rigged.
And they keep spending
Nah,
their money.
man, I'm gonna keep that.
Nah,
Give me one more ball, bro. The rim is smaller than the ball. Look at the line. Not going to make it.
The glass. They got the
cap game.
Yeah, the cap. Moving the shit around.
But the jar, or you knock it. You gotta throw the shit at the jars, but the jars
The jar glued down.
So the person that wins actually works with the person that's doing the game.
They hit a button.
They always trade 200, 300.
That's the
Hey,
ultimate scam.
Hey, that's what I believe with the lottery, man. That lottery is nothing but bullshit, man. You know, they created the lottery to fraud Jake. You know, they might have $100 million Powerball. You know, overall they might make $300-400 million off of everybody purchasing all these goddamn tickets. So at the end of the day, your consumerism is adding up to a loss. To a majority of Jake, they're actually losing more money than they're actually receiving back as a nation. You look at these different. You want to say something?
Yeah, if you actually do the research on the lottery, going back into like the colonial times, it actually was proven that it was rigged. So the scripture speak about in Ecclesiastes 1st chapter, no one thing under the sun. Like the deacon is saying, it's a known thing that the lottery is rigged, because you go to the origins of it, it was rigged. Just like today, it's rigged.
How in the world?
You had a video on Vice. With this guy. I was on World Star Hip Hop, whatever. And Jake took his whole check and he bought scratch offs.
Right.
You know, to see if he could make his rent money. He spent like $700 on scratches.
I know. Yeah,
Nigga only won like 600.
Hey, you know what's crazy is, hey, how much does Trump want for his wall?
5.7.
5.7 billion. But then you got the damn Mega Million that be like $1 billion and shit like that. So it's like, why? But it's like, it goes to show you they ain't got that type. That shit is rigged, man. Trump wants 5 billion, but then you got the lottery at 5 billion.
They just, you know, both the lottery drawings was over $1 billion just this past year. That's $2 billion that they gave away. Supposedly.
And they never tell you how much money was brought in. And they gave out a bill. That means
how much you think they made?
They probably made 5-10 billion off that shit. Everybody and their mama was. I'm gonna play my daughter's birthday. I'm gonna play my birthday, my street number, quick picks, and all that silly shit.
Niggas think Esau. Go ahead, bro. I was gonna say, niggas think Esau is just generous. Like it's just like a free prize. Like Esau just, oh shit, it's free money shit. Nah, like you're funding it. You're the one that's actually supporting it. Yeah, you got something, cuz.
We said the lady was basically saying, please let me come back to work. This is Isaiah 31 and 1. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord.
That's right. And these people, the first thing they did was what? These people, these federal workers lost their jobs. They didn't go to the Lord and say, Lord, please help me out with the situation. Please, help me out financially. It's gonna be rough. Please, support me in these. I trust in you. Yeah. Please support me in these financial times. Help me get another job. They didn't do that. Nope. No, they complained about Trump.
They went to the white man.
They went to their soapbox. They got their picket signs. Right. Please let us work. Let us work. We want to be slaves.
You know what's funny though? That's how Trump set it up. Cause you remember when Trump came in office, all these niggas was talking shit about him. Right. Man, fuck Trump, this, that, and the other. Now Trump done took your job from you and you can cry to me. All I want is my job. Like that lady, like damn.
Like damn. Like, she was hurt.
Yeah, it's like no type of dignity. She's like, man, I done sold everything.
If she's married, if she got a husband, he's been catching living hell.
Oh hell yeah.
He probably wish that bitch go back to work.
Then he gonna open it for 3 weeks, which that's gonna keep Jake in a good spirit. Hopefully shut the shit back down, man.
What the fuck is 3 weeks?
Be like, Jake, I got my job back.
Yeah. I can say too, I read an article earlier. It said that 32 days that the government was shut down, they lost $6 billion. Woo! So they lost more money than it would have been just to give the man this goddamn 5.7.
Somebody stole that shit.
Then they told shit about Trump, saying he's a wimp. He's a wimp. He's a wussy because he opened it back up. Like, bruh.
That tweet he put out, he said, y'all not listening to the words I'm saying. He said, I'm gonna open it up. He said, but if I don't get what I want, because remember when he made that speech, he was like, I didn't do the national emergency yet.
Yeah, right.
I'm telling you, man, why? I think he gonna do it, but I got it.
Hey, that's one thing about Trump I like, man. He's about that action, man.
Yeah, he really is.
He's about that action.
That's the devil of devils right there, man. He ain't even hiding that shit.
He is about that action. He don't look. Trump, he's a man of his word, man.
Because truthfully speaking, Trump's not a politician.
No,
you know the word. He's a businessman. Politician goes back to the word politis, which means to make white. Because a lot of politicians, they learn the art of charming. They have a way to pizzazz you, to make you feel good in the inside.
Shaking hands and kissing babies.
Yeah, shaking hands, kissing babies. Trump don't give a man.
Hey, because a businessman mindset, I'm glad you said it, a businessman mindset, he gonna get what he wants.
Right.
Or else he gonna shut the company down. Because America's a corporation. America's a corporation, and you have the high ups. Of course, Trump isn't the top. He ain't really the CEO, so to speak, but he's up there in the ranking. So if the CEO of the company wants something done, it's gonna be done. And if he gotta, whether he gotta fire you niggas or
kill
or
you.
not, or kill you.
Let's just keep it straight, man. All right. Everybody's all no, man. It ain't about being fired from your job. He gonna start just putting people to death, man.
Yep.
Trump is a wild man.
Yeah, wild.
And he's doing an amazing job of it, man. He's doing an amazing job. Yeah, right. You gotta throw that in there.
Makes you look bad, like
Hey, because Trump is, man. Trump is fulfilling prophecy. Right. Trump pushing people. He's offending. Yeah. He's dividing this place. Yeah. Like I said, you do Uber and whatever, you be around people. You pick up one devil, he hates Trump. You pick up the next devil, he loves Trump. Trump has stirred up so much confusion in this land. I'm loving it. I'm loving the white on white crime.
Go DJ. That's my DJ.
He the best president we ever witnessed, man.
DJ Trump.
Hell yeah.
Donald J. Trump.
What's that meme? They said Donald Trump is running America like
Suge Knight
is running
Yeah. I got a precept. Real mob boss.
Yeah, he a mobster for real.
He a mobster.
Quick precept. This is Daniel 8:25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
Yeah, craft shall prosper in his heart, meaning that craftiness, man. That guile, that fraudulent behavior, man. Get Sirach 10:8 and read that again.
Okay, sure. And through his Daniel 8:25, and through his policy,
Because, hey, what were we just talking about a second ago? Esau would push these policies in order. What was the government shutdown? That was policy.
That was policy.
That was what did they do? They write these certain bills,
Executive orders.
The national emergency. That's a policy. That's a legislation that he puts in order. Where actually, if he declares a national emergency, that actually deems him a dictator. Yep.
He got totalitarian control,
Yep,
man.
That's it.
You know,
That's it.
And when you a dictator, you know, when martial law is executed, all rights of the citizens are suspended. They're basically frozen. Just like now, you have no rights to actually earn wages at this point of this government shutdown. You know, certain things have been suspended out of law to the point where you're working as a goddamn slave. You're working for free. Yeah. You have individuals that have been working these 30+ days and haven't received no type of compensation, man.
That's right.
That's a slave. That's the equivalent of, you got prisoners that's working that ain't receiving no type of compensation.
If I can say, them federal workers are real slaves too, because they can't strike,
they can't protest,
they can't even really speak out against like the whole thing, and they got to go back to work without pay.
Because that was a video I think a brother shared where Ronald Reagan, they did it back then during his era. He fired like 11,000 people in one day.
Yeah, what? It was some industry.
It was before they made the TSA, so it was the airline people.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And he fired 11,000 of 13,000 people. You know,
and that'll shut the other 2,000 to 3,000 up, man.
Hell yeah.
Just as a threat, like, look, don't mess with me. Got it.
All right. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
That's right. And by peace he shall magnify himself by his heart. And what is Trump doing right now? He's magnifying himself because he wants this wall, which of course we know is other reasons behind the wall and all that, you know. But basically, he's pushing these policies with craftiness, man. You know.
Yeah, a lot of these executive orders are written or they pass at times you least expect. A lot of times it might be a big celebration like New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
You know, these different federal holidays. A lot of times they'll push legislation to put you in tighter bondage, man.
While niggas are talking about R. Kelly and all these different Soulja Boy. They pushing policies, man. All in the background. Here it is. You worried about the little celebrity antics and entertainment
shenanigans.
Yep.
Jake will look at how Trump pass a clause or be like, well, I got the right to do this. Apple, I'm gonna give you one night to bring all your funds back here, and so that you don't have to be taxed on it, okay? But you just have to pay a certain percentage of it, to the higher ups or whatever, Yeah, and then Apple make all that money in one night because Trump have the access to do so.
And then,
so yeah, man.
A lot of times they'll give these major conglomerates these different rights, like you said, like Apple, Google. Because what they're doing, they spying on you, man. They're exchanging your government information. I mean, your information on Facebook and these social media sites to the federal government, man. And that's been coming out a lot, more and more. How all of your information is being sold, it's being monitored. There's no such thing as privacy at that point.
I picked up this software guy. He had just got back from China, and he was going into that. He was like, man, he said these huge companies, they watch you and monitor you, and then they'll take their information. Like Apple will take the information that they get from you and sell it to Google, and then Google taking all this information from you, and they'll sell it to Apple. So they got you people paid. They got us so like that algorithm, that like where it goes. Matter of fact, can I get a scripture for you?
Yeah, of course. And that what you're talking about, that's called third-party information, like third-party data.
They just selling all our information around. You go to Revelation 13.
Yep. And that's how that's how when you them search engines and everything.
Yeah.
That's how these search engines are becoming more and more predictable.
Yeah.
Because it's just data. That's
but
all it is.
They got the guy was breaking it down. They got so much data on every last one of us.
Hell yeah.
They know that by little decisions you make, they know everything about you.
They know everything.
Like little things that you be like, they know like, oh, you bought this kind of soap. Well, more than likely, you're a black man. You're in this age. Your credit score is probably this.
God damn.
You know, you're probably this tall. They have it pegged down to like
off of soap.
Just off, like basically all these little things that you do, they got you pegged all the way down to like they know you. Man.
And that's how artificial intelligence works, because these computers, they go through different algorithms, they go through all the possibilities of what you might like or whatever, and then it's but that's what this whole system is geared to.
This devil has a serious God complex.
Devil probably got 500 terabytes on each and every one of us.
Well, they set up years ago out in Utah, out there in the mountains, that the NSA, where everything you do digitally is recorded. Everything, everything that you ever clicked on, every email that you ever sent, received, every text message, every phone call.
How much data that is?
All that data, every bit of data that you create is in a file.
That's a lot.
That's why the spirit is heavy on us now to push, man. Make your words be seasoned with salt. Be mindful of what you're saying. Be mindful of what you're doing. Because this devil, he's creating a case on you individually. See Jake being like, hey, like Apostle Tahar was going into Priest Daniela. When what he was saying in that video, he was on point, man. And you think that just because, well, I just watched the videos, man, this devil through his algorithm, he knows whether you listen, you might be a man of the Lord, or he got it down. He's trying to pinpoint. Could he be part of that number? You get what I'm saying? He's trying to break it down to that point, man. He knows by your Google searches. He knows everything about you, man. Hey, this guy ain't serious.
That's why you can search something on Google, and then if you have a Facebook account, it's popping up on your Facebook.
Esau know who lukewarm.
Esau know
who
he know gonna fall out soon.
Esau know searches what you looking into. You better fall out. He looking at Egyptology and shit. You gotta fall out, man.
Fall out about 4 months.
Esau know who lukewarm. You know who lukewarm.
Who bullshitting.
Go ahead. You got it, boy.
Book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 16. And it says, and he causes all, both small and great.
Yeah, Esau, both small and great. From the least of man to the top, he's got you categorized. He's got you in positions. He knows who's gonna put up a resistance. He knows who's gonna fight, who's not gonna fight, who supports him, who doesn't support him, who's gonna put up a resistance to him. Like they had the list, right? What was that, years ago? When it was they put you on like a black list,
blue list,
or a red list, or whatever the case may be. They know by your motions. How do you eat? Okay, this guy's in trouble right here. He don't even eat meat no more. He's healthy. They know they got a whole formula of you.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Jordan Maxwell years ago, he said the most expensive resource on the planet Earth is information.
Hell yeah.
They spend billions and billions of dollars every year for your information.
Yeah.
That's why the NSA was coming under scrutiny a couple years back, is because basically it came out how much the government was spying, man.
Right.
The NSA, National Security Agency, they basically were hoarding data. And then they had different like WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks, man, that shit changed the whole that put like a real dent into politics, man.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton's campaign. And that's what that dude
Snowden.
What's that dude that just got arrested again?
The Trump administration?
Roger Stone. Roger Stone. They basically saying he was tampering with the WikiLeaks, and that's how he got in on the Clinton campaign. See? He got inside information on the Clinton campaign because he used WikiLeaks. He used
that as leverage.
Used that as leverage, and so that goes to show you how that data can be used, to fulfill Esau's agenda, man.
Yeah, in most cases, before you actually infiltrate a country, the best thing to do is spy on it, man.
Yep, that's true.
Before we actually even went into the land of Canaan to actually receive the whole land, what we did, we sent spies into Jericho. Had to figure out, how the operations, see the movements of the people, see the strongholds, see the battlements where they fortified, the garrisons, all these different things. You scope the whole premise, and then you give the intel. You set the individuals in the right position, and then the execution. Before that, you don't just jump in, guerrilla style and just go on a rampage, just barraging bullets at everybody. Nah, Esau is all about being a silent assassin, man. Making intel, making points that count, pinpoints. Just like when you see like master martial artists, they hit you at certain pressure points to knock you down. Esau is trying to knock us down as a nation strategically, man. And you're starting to see more and more things come out on surveillance. More and more things come out on how Esau is trying to satellite us as a nation. Spying on us. Because if he's spying on these previous organizations, the Crips, the Bloods, the Black Panthers, the Mafia, these different Italian mobsters, and these different Chicago and New York. How much more us that's preaching to these brothers? All right, you go ahead.
Go ahead. This is Psalm chapter 62:1. It says, truly, it says to the chief musician, to Jeduthun, a psalm of David, truly my soul waiteth upon the Most High, from him cometh my salvation. Verse 2, he only is my rock and my salvation, he is my defense, I shall not be greatly moved. How long will ye imagine mischief against a man?
I'm sorry,
64:1. I was thinking that. I should say.
This is Psalm chapter 64:1. It says here to the chief musician of a psalm of David, hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
Yeah, we don't fear your valence. I had this Edomite woman I was talking to, and we was like, it's to a point now where there's no point in being paranoid. Just know that they're listening and just keep it moving. He's a pervert. He's watching you.
Big brother.
Yeah, it's just big brother with a bunch of little brothers, man. Everything's watching you. So like, it gets to a point privacy does not exist. We do not live in an era. Matter of fact, when you go on online etymology, get the word privacy. Let's see what that is.
If I may say, because I'm gonna let it be known now. I got a kind of flat in my tire, but at the time I only told one person about it. And when I was getting ready to leave, how that Google does that?
Yeah.
It popped up a discount tire. Man, come on, man.
Yeah, Esau be listening, man. Esau be listening. I remember one time, Tazawam, he had brought, I had to cut my yard and shit. He had brought the lawnmower to me. And next thing I know, I go on YouTube. It's all type of videos, how to cut the perfect yard. I'm like, bro, I've never searched a video on how to cut the grass.
It's like,
with all these fucking
it's like you get real sloppy. It's almost like you're saying, no, fuck it. Right. I'm gonna let him know we're here.
Trying to get obvious.
I be doing that shit on purpose now.
Like, all right,
just see how far it go. Like let me whisper in the house to somebody, otters. So next thing you know, sea otters all on your shit. That's really happening.
Hey, if I can say too, when I used to do the Ubering thing, I was like, man, because I know Esau be listening to shit. I say I'm finna like crank up a lesson, go get something to eat, so I can get a ring, get a ding, ding, ding. Devil.
You be sitting for 20 minutes, ain't busy.
You gotta use it to your advantage.
You be like, all right, I'm about to set this lesson up. Shalom
going off.
Like, man, that's Satan, man.
Hey, that's what y'all think.
You gotta trick Satan into because Satan be in that situation where it's like, damn, I don't want him to make no money, but I sure as hell don't want him to get a lesson. Let me just go and give him some money.
I got a quick term too.
Yeah, we got to precept it and bring out that word privacy.
Yep. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11.
I'm about to say, Esau is not going to be our opposition this time. They're going to really agree with a lot that we saying until we get to the nitty-gritty of the doctrine. When we get into the exposing of the government, the exposing of things, they're gonna rock on with that.
Yeah.
But then when you get into the, but you tell them like, well, but you know, but there's a big but to it. You got to go into slavery. That's what the problem. That's what the opposition gonna come with. Niggas ain't trying to hit nothing.
Yeah.
No, but go ahead, brother.
2 Corinthians 2:11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, but we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yeah, we're not ignorant to Esau's devices. That's why I say there's no room for paranoia because we have wisdom and we understand Esau knows everything.
Listening devices.
His listening devices. He knows your blood type.
Yep.
Esau know the type. He know the type of woman that gets you going.
He know more about you than you.
He know he got all that in the file. That's why you know the scriptures. Can somebody get 1 Peter 5:8 real quick? And we still gonna build off of that. I know you said you had something too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 Peter 5:8.
This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant.
Yeah, be vigilant. Keep going.
Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
That's right. So in the times that we're going into, you got to understand Esau is going to throw high levels of temptation your way, man. He understands you. This devil has gallons of your blood. All right, you go to the hospital. He takes blood from you. He got all kind of DNA, all kind of just random information and knowledge of you. So in these times it's coming, you got to be vigilant. You got to be sober. You got to understand this devil. He's gonna come hard.
Yeah.
He's gonna come hard at you. He's coming hard at you individually and as a team. But you got to prepare your spirit for him to come down hard on you. This devil might have it where he might literally commit a crime, commit a huge, false flag, and throw your blood on the scene.
Yeah.
Like literally done set the scene up. Like you get what I'm saying? Like he might do that.
Yeah.
That's it.
But see, that's the bitter side of the scriptures, man. You know, is the fact that the enemy is gonna come down. You know, having great wrath. You know, that's the bitter side of it. Is the fact that Esau is gonna be elect. That's part of it. This thing is not about us gathering together on a corner to just yell Kwam Yasha Allah for 3 hours, man.
Oh, they are moving face off. Swap your whole man. They
see, you know they got that stuff.
Yeah,
that was over. When did that come out?
Oh yeah, that's kind of old.
90s.
Yeah.
Oh man, Esau gonna do some things, man. If scriptures in the very elect would be deceived.
Yep. Oh,
6th day. Yep. The early 90s, man. This is the times that we in. And you think that Esau's concerned about some devil, some he knows who his problem is. Like we were saying, there's a reason why these other camps, they in the news. GMS ain't in the news. That's part of the art of war. We're at war right now. All right, mental war. Moves is being made, but you got to be in the mind frame of, all right, if this devil move, all right, okay, yeah, he might do this, or he might do that, but this could happen, or that could happen. You know, scripture state you got to be in the spirit of meditating, man. Scenarios. Yahweh Shem Shai is the power of scenarios, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
All right. You got that word privacy?
John, this is the word privacy on the online etymology. A private matter, a secret.
Ain't nothing you do is secret. Well, not even, you can, especially to the Most High, but what I mean in just the society that we're in, there ain't no privacy.
Yeah, we're using the white man's technology.
Right.
All these cell phones, what you purchase, that's why every upgraded phone, which app are we on now? 10, 20, and they're the same goddamn thing, just tighter surveillance, man. Now you can use your fingerprint. It's just more things to, retina,
better camera.
Better camera and things of that nature.
Oh, you can reach your face.
Yep, reach your face.
That's the only way until the iPhone 10.
And so like Android, they got it where they doing the technology where you can, using the mouth and you just moving your hand. Typing, typing it, but it's no keyboard, so come on, man.
I picked up that Edomite the other day, and he had just got back from China. I was, quizzing him on like how China.
Yeah.
He was like, man, China,
man.
He said, man, China got cameras. He said, there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah. He said, just commit a crime, they can find you with like within a minute or some shit like that.
Yeah, I just watched that. I forget what city, Shenzhen, one of them fucking Chinese names, but it was on Bloomberg.
Yeah.
Individual went to that city in China, and he was going into how it's really a straight up dystopian city, man. It's some crazy sci-fi type shit, man.
Yeah.
And he sat at a round table with some entrepreneurs, and they was basically like, man, it's, you know, they got this shit lock, stock, and barrel. He said, I crossed the street.
Yeah.
And he said, I got fined. They just took the money out my account.
Yeah.
In minutes. He said they got like on because they got cameras everywhere. They got
Cameras
obvious
everywhere.
cameras. They showing like we got, man.
He said that. He said you be driving down the highway. He said that you just be driving on the highway and they purposely just flash the camera to let you know, oh, we see you. Just to show you that we are present.
They censor, man. That internet, you can't damn near get on nothing on that.
Nah, they got
everything
sensors.
is regulated.
Yeah.
And then on the cameras, they got like a hall of shame. If you was jaywalking or you did certain things, all the images of the people pop up.
Yeah, they could.
That's right.
And they system, they can actually like blacklist you.
Yeah, they can blacklist
to keep you from flying, to keep you from getting certain jobs, to keep you
social credits coming.
Yeah, social credit. And China, they don't have no resistance to it either.
I asked him that.
Them gooks is with it.
But I asked him, and I was like, because I was like, you know, he was telling me what was going on, but he was like, I was like, there's no resistance to it. You just it's going. He was like, listen, man. He said they're not like here. Yeah. He said, man, them over there, man, them police. He said the police over there. That's why that's Apostle Tahar said what about a year ago. China's gonna be the starting of it.
Yeah.
He said, man, the police over there, they ain't walking around with standard 9s.
Yeah.
That the standard gun for the police over there is AKs.
Yeah.
Them two-handed guns, man.
Yeah.
He said, man, you police get involved.
Jump stupid if you want.
You jump. This is what basically he said you jump stupid if you want. They gonna give you a royal ass whooping.
They gonna sit your ass down, make you an example, man.
And then he said that the people that did try to resist years ago to the system that's coming in, he said, man, they throw them into the labor force.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you working in a sweatshop. Hard bondage.
Yeah.
Hard bondage.
Ain't working for shit either.
But that's coming to America.
Yep.
And I asked the guy, I was like, well, you telling me all this, and you seeing all this, and you seeing what's happening here in America, because you know the whole WeChat, that's what runs this
WeChat,
It's WeChat. And he was like, man, that WeChat is one app that's got all your favorites. It's basically Amazon.
Got the whole shit unlocked.
Yeah, it's basically Amazon, Google, Instagram. It's all those apps in one. You can purchase everything. It's through that app. I was like, so I asked him. I was like, okay, so that's why wouldn't the people here? If you told them you could take all 5 of these apps and get one, why wouldn't the people here do it?
Yeah, they don't do it.
But you could tell he was like, they don't want to believe it's coming. Like even though they can see it, there's a level of blockage to them that's like
they don't want to process that.
They don't want to process it, you know?
Yeah.
Because they know it's gonna be the end of their liberty. They know at the end of the day, it's gonna come to the point they're just gonna be straight slavery.
Yes.
And they don't want to fathom the fact of, damn, the government is going to really show their horns, and we're gonna be in chains.
Yep.
It's gonna come to a point just like China. They know they're in servitude. They ain't finna try to do nothing.
The best thing they could do is just go along with it and maybe get some perks along the way.
And they want to believe that like if it's like 99.999% chance the government is gonna the whole thing is gonna collapse. They holding on to that one little piece. Like, nah, you know, it might. Maybe
it's good.
There's a little bit of hope.
Constitution. Keep going on the word privacy.
Okay,
Con,
it's the word privacy. I'm just rereading it. A private matter, a secret, seclusion.
Like matter of fact, you brothers ever see? You know that group? It's 2 of them, and they got that song "Rolly Rolly."
Oh yeah,
Ayo. You know that they got a style, which they got that style from over there, where they have the mask.
Oh, the mask, yeah.
With the mask, and you think, but you look at it like, oh, that's, you know, cool. But them gooks over there, they wear them masks because they trying to hide their identity. They're not wearing it because it's cute. They wearing it because you imagine how criminals do it. Put the bandana around their face. It's the same thing because there's so much surveillance. You just like, man, I don't even. They show you that they don't want to hide. They're trying to hide some level of their identity, you know.
And you know how advanced that technology is because all of them damn look the same.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
That's an advanced ass shit. Damn goops.
that's some crazy technology,
That's
man.
crazy technology.
They would run the foul, like 20 come up.
That's ringtone.
All of them got the same last name and shit.
All of them Lee and Yee, X1 with Lee. You know, y'all some X name.
Man, that's a real system right there, man.
Boy, you niggas is gonna get seen, man.
Yeah. Oh, look at India. India is the same damn way. They said that they took millions. How they transitioned all those individuals from just the regular system and transition them into cash. That they made it mandatory basically for everybody to not use cash in the system now.
Yeah.
And they block you out. Oh yeah, they showed that also. I'm gonna send that article on Bloomberg where you can't even use certain cards in China. You can't just go in there and swipe. They got the barcodes. They got
QR codes.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
they got
WeChat.
every
WeChat,
goddamn way.
That's their system.
That shit is coming here, man.
Yeah.
That's just a test ground, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Keep going with the price.
Con, it says meaning state of freedom as a secret mystery.
State of freedom. You know, that's the ultimate level of freedom when you have privacy. You know, but we don't got no privacy. You go on your back deck, and then you look across a couple feet over, and it's the family next door. Like, God damn, man, you just too close. You know, it's always you in the presence of people. Your phone is always near. You watching the TV watching you. There's no privacy. Keep going.
Con, it says secret mystery.
Yeah, you're supposed to be a mystery. You know, you're supposed to have a certain level of mystique to you.
Yeah.
And then this devil has made it where basically you are actually crazy if you want that type of secrecy. Like, what the fuck does he need? What is he hiding? Why is he so secretive? You know? Like I had my uncle. Like my uncle trying to rebuke me because he ain't seen no pictures of me on Facebook and shit. I like, bro. I said to him, Uncle, man, next time you go into the bathroom, imagine you with a beard. That's me. We look the same. Why you need pictures of me?
Yeah.
You know, but that's that mind frame of why aren't you posting things? Why don't I see pictures of your children? Why I don't know what kind of dog you got?
Where you going to on the weekend?
Where you go? Where you traveling? How do you spend your money? It's like because you hide that, you're kind of being deemed a criminal. Like, what are you gonna hide? You must be a criminal.
Hey, well, if you don't have social media, they look.
You're like a terrorist.
You don't have Instagram. Yeah. You don't have like certain things. Yeah, they look at you like you crazy.
They look at you like you antisocial. You a sociopath. Yeah, a psychopath or something irregularly going on with your brain because you're not following the path of the masses. You know.
When there's something wrong with their ass.
Yeah, when it's truly something wrong with them. Because they're trying to keep everybody and they're trying to hoard them like sheep. They're actually gathering the flocks of people and pushing them to a direction. That's how you know the masses are going to accept that chip, man. Because the masses of the people are accepting everything that's presented to them now. These apples, these new phones that come out, the lines be goddamn from one side of the block all the way to the next to purchase a phone that just got fingerprint recognition. That's it.
They're not upgraded.
Yeah. All this foolish stuff.
You just upgrade your phone to be able to watch kitty cat videos on YouTube. HD. Here it is. You got this high-powered ass computer in your phone, in your. So all you can do is watch old AN1 videos and shit. You
see the sweat.
You know,
define sweat.
Hey, this is different. This is 4K. Now.
4K 1040p, bro.
Basketball.
All you doing is just looking at twerk videos, man.
Right. Your bank account with that artifact.
Oh yeah.
All the money that you done made, like you're gonna be actually a slave. Start thinking the Federal Reserve.
Right.
That's it. We in that time. Keep going.
Oh yeah.
Then it says a secret deed.
Okay. So that's it on that.
Yep.
But that's it. The point of it is that we do not live in a time of privacy. Okay.
I got something real fast.
Yeah, bring it up, bro.
This is under Orwellian. Cause you will hear this term a lot when individuals say Orwellian society. Basically, America has become an Orwellian society, and I'm going to read a little bit on the word Orwellian. Orwellian is an adjective describing a situation, idea, or societal condition that George Orwell identified as being destructive to the welfare of a free and open society. it denotes an attitude and a brutal policy of draconian control by propaganda, surveillance, misinformation, denial of truth, doublethink.
Yeah, because this is the same guy that said in the time of universal deceit, telling the truth was going to be revolutionary. Same person that said that. Was it more to that?
Yeah, a little bit more on it. Denial of truth and manipulation of the past.
Hey, come on. Google is basically the modernized version of burning of books. You know, they're limiting your research. Bro, the internet was wide open like 5-6 years ago. You do a Google search for something like the Holocaust was a hoax. Man, all kind of information come up. You know, you could sit for hours looking. Now, if you do the same search, go in and look for certain things on Google.
It's hard.
They're gonna tell you, they're gonna put information and say, basically you looking it up, you're the crazy one. I remember I did that with the hoax. I typed in Holocaust hoax. All kind of information came up basically saying, oh well, if you believe it's a hoax, you're the problem.
Yeah, they cussing you out.
They cussing you out. All the searches is cursing me out.
Yo, when I was in middle school, I was doing some research, stuff like that. They sent viruses on my computer.
See?
And then they sent me an email saying I shouldn't be looking on those websites.
And see? They erasing it. Go ahead.
If I may say, there's two words, well, kind of like three. You have something called red herring, which is purposely misleading. Right. That's what it means to mislead. And then you have, because you said Google, it'll steer you somewhere else. That's politics. Because the word politic or political means to manipulate. So all these are doing like these politics and whatever, the House, the Senate. They're all manipulating something or someone to get whatever they want, and they do it by red herring.
Yeah, what are they doing? Yeah, what are they doing now? They're basically who's that posted that now Facebook is gonna start removing your limiting your recommendations for YouTube. Your recommended videos is dealing with conspiracy or whatever. What do you think they talking about? They talking about us. They're gonna make it where basically it's gonna be like tough to find the videos on YouTube. But it's prophecy. No matter of fact, get that in Lamentations.
And even how they got us, they kind of muzzle us on YouTube too. Like it's so easily accessible to find a Nicki Minaj. Like she might drop a video, shit be like 3 hours in, fucking 4 million views. They make it readily accessible to the masses. But when it comes to us and our videos, you might have 7 views, 8 views, because they truthfully they try to muzzle you out to society. And only the way to find it is you have to type it in as a direct search. Because they don't want this truth to be out like that. You know, word for word. They don't want this truth to be out like that, man. And then they'll delete your pages. You want to tell you
and that's fine. It's prophecy.
Yeah.
You know, this word's not for everybody. You know, you got that.
Family of the word. I got it. This is Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord."
Yeah, this word is going to be from the planet Earth. You know, because it's biblical prophecy. It's becoming very valuable. So what makes something valuable? When you have a
price and demand,
a high demand and a low supply. Like that's why, you know, Esau with his shoes or things of that nature, he could charge a lot for it. Oh, these Jordans, it's only 500 in the world. So they can, it's a minimal supply and a high demand, so they can charge a high rate. Same thing. Yeah, or this car. Speaking of that, you know, that's not like a Toyota. Where there's a 10 billion on the roads. You know?
And even so, with the cars, when a new Ferrari, a new Lamborghini comes out, it's not just, okay, we're only coming with 500, who's the first to you have to be on a waiting list like 2 years in advance.
Yep.
It's like we're about to make this car. Who's gonna be on the waiting list? So who's gonna put that money down?
That's it.
And then you'll be on the waiting list. You'll receive the car in 2 years.
Hey, on the lower scale, it's a certain type of dog that I want, and I asked them about it. They said, well, you got to put down a 500 deposit and get on the waiting list.
Because of rarity, the rarity of it.
Commodity.
Commodity. It's a rare commodity. And that's what's happening with the truth. That's why we're no longer. That's why we're no longer in the hot zones of the cities. And that's not just us. That's around the country. Because it's spiritually the Lord is withdrawing Himself. All right. That's how you know Jake. And I mean not to get on them, but hey, that's how you. But you know they pushing the word, they pushing the spirit. You know, let them be. Scripture say forbid them not. But at the same time, they're putting themselves at a high risk because you're kicking the pricks. Here it is, Yahweh Shemi Awashai is moving in a certain direction, and because it's like here it is, the road is flashing this sharp curve coming up, and here it is, we see the curve, and let's go ahead and hit the brake a little bit. Let's go ahead and start turning. We turning with it. Jake just like, nah, fuck that. We still doing 80. Okay,
Speed up.
Speed up. Okay, well you hit that curve doing 80.
It's gonna fly off.
Okay, you're gonna fly off. Yep. Where we at? Keep going in that. Keep going in that.
It's Amos 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of the Lord.
That's right. And we see it. When this famine, when the internet's cut off, when the prophets begin, when all hell breaks loose out here, there's a lot of levels of when this word is going to be minimized, man. But it's all good because I'm gonna say this too for the people that's watching, man. You people, man, you out here, man. And the Spirit of the Lord gonna start putting you in the places of us.
And you know what's powerful too about this truth is everybody got Bibles, man. Bibles are easily, they're readily available. So that makes people really don't value Bibles like that. Yeah, it's so easy to just get a Bible.
Every hotel room has a Bible.
Everything has
Every
a Bible.
hospital room has a Bible.
But how many people actually understand the scriptures? That's what makes the truth precious is the point of reading and comprehension. And only a few men actually have that type of access to the Spirit to actually understand it and teach it.
That's right.
That's why I said I'm gonna make a man more precious than fine gold. Because there's gonna be a time where even like they're speaking about that what was it, like a year or so ago, they was gonna ban Bibles in California.
Yeah.
Just totally ban it.
China's doing that. China's burning Bibles, destroying churches that are over there. Same thing's gonna happen here.
I got something for you, bro. What? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 14. I'll start at 43. It says, as for me, I spake in the day, and I held not my tongue by night. 44. In 40 days they wrote 204 books. 45. And it came to pass that 40 days were fulfilled, that the highest spake, saying, the first that thou hast written, publish openly, that the worthy and unworthy may read it.
Yeah, see, so you still even have unworthy people that still can actually get access to this word. Because the word to publish means to make it public to the masses. And are we not publishing this word? Are we not making it public to the masses of the people? Breaking down the understanding through the scholarship of going into the scriptures.
That's right.
Like the scripture says in Ezra's, they made them to understand the readings. There's still some more on that.
It says verse 46, but keep the 70 last, that thou mayest deliver them only to such as be wise among the people. For in them is the spring of understanding, the fountain of wisdom, and all in the stream of knowledge. And I did so.
Yeah, and that's really the main point. Because it's gonna come a time, man, where us doing what we're doing, because really we just speaking about how they restricted even this word from coming out. Certain words is being registered in the algorithm of the internet. Conspiracy, Esau, all these different words that go into basically assault on the government, and they're gonna, which they already got legislation passed to come against this truth, man. Just like back in the time of Rome, when Claudius Caesar expelled all the Jews from Rome. Prior to that, you had Jake that was living in times of Mary. They was actually doing well in the society. But you had prophets that was condemning the society. They were speaking against the rulership. They were speaking about the evil things that the Caesars were doing. You know, speaking about the scandals that was coming out, all the wickedness. They were speaking about conspiracy because you had Emperor Nero that burned down a third of Rome, and he blamed it on the Christians.
Yeah, blowing his whistle. Whistleblowing.
Yep. And then the conclusion of that was what? He kicked the Jews out of the land. And history repeats itself. It's gonna be the same type of assault now. Now they're kicking majority of the Issacharites out. And they really ain't did shit. How much more individuals that's coming against the government?
Right.
You know?
And the same thing is happening in the islands. Esau doing the same exact thing to our people in the islands.
Yeah.
Gentrifying them, kicking them out the land, pushing them away. And I had a lady from the Virgin Islands. I was like, God damn, where they pushing y'all to? Yeah. Esau is taking everything, man. All right? But it's only but so much pushing that's going to be allowed before he gets pushed back.
Back.
You know where we at? That was it on the family.
Yeah.
That was it on that. So go back to Psalm 64. I'll start at the top. Out of here. Hey, yes, your thoughts. Shalom, brother.
This is Psalm chapter 64:1. It says, "Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy." From fear of the enemy. Verse 2. "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked."
That's right. Keep going.
From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
That's it.
Verse 3. Who whet their tongue like a sword.
Yeah. What did they say? The pen is more mightier than the sword. You know. That's why, again, going back to what in the video the Apostle Tahar had posted of a priest Danya Allah, like he was saying, man, don't be in that spirit of trying to deal with the media. You know, hey, Lord willing, hey, the media want to roll up here, man. Hey, y'all can just stand over there and listen.
Yeah.
Ain't no questions. You know what I'm saying? No questions.
No questions.
All right, listen. Because they're gonna try to trip you up.
Tie us in a knot.
They're gonna try to tie you in a knot. That's Esau. Yeah, Esau is that fork-tongued devil, man.
That's right.
You know, and a lot of our people, they're gonna fall right into the trap because they looking to be Israel shouting, Judah shouting,
Big Judah
shouting. You know, Jake just be wanting that vain glory, man. That, hey, don't put yourself out there. Hey, I'll hit you with this. Listen, news roll up on us. Who the top rank out here right now? I'm gonna point them to your ass. Get the fuck out of here. I'm just saying.
You just gotta use wisdom in the situation. Hey, cause you had that individual in Maccabees, which I was gonna say too. Individuals trying to make a name for themselves.
Just saying the time that you know Jake being that hot. Like when you, like I said, even with how the spirit is different with like, and I pray those men that are doing that they don't be in that spirit, just looking for vain glory and trying to make a scene. Cause that's what